many views about that. What I ask state parties is what they want to have from this review conference in real terms, in concrete measures. I accept that obviously having a consensus document will be probably the norm for success for many, but would that be important? Would be that enough for the international community if after the adoption of an overall document by consensus, state parties were not to fulfill their obligations, who will not to implement whatever it's included in that document? So what is more important? To have a nice document adopted by consensus, but no one cares about that, then no one just will follow on whatever it says, or to actually start having state parties implement their obligations under all the three pillars. So I think that that's the fundamental questions that state parties have to address and they have to decide before going to the review conference. What they want to get from the review conference. What is their national goal? And of course, just each delegation is going to have, always I say, 15 to 20 specific instructions on the different topics under the review, under the purview of the review conference. But just the overall goal, what is going to be? And I think just haven't heard so far a single view from that. I think that we have to put that in context, in the sense that what we have heard today, and I have heard during consultations and many other events, that today the NPT lies at the crossroad of international, national, and human security, and increasingly too on sustainable development and even public health, as we have seen the link between the amazing work done by the IAEA and fighting the pandemic. But unfortunately, since the end of the Cold War and the remarkable achievements in disarmament that occurred in its wake, nuclear weapons seems to largely have disappeared from the front page of our collective global consciousness, obviously with the occasional focus on regional proliferation crisis. And I believe that unfortunately, this is a short-sighted and increasingly dangerous mentality that have to be reverted. So I don't want to wish to sound alarmist, but given the current situation, the current environment, there is an increasingly need, an urgent need for all stakeholders to work together to raise awareness of, educate about, and develop solutions to the growing dangers posed by nuclear weapons proliferations, and from the point of view of the actual arsenals by the nuclear weapon states.